What's up, YouTube? So I cut some wood today. Sawmill didn't really get that dirty. It's really nice. I had like oil on the entire machine. So I clean it after I use it usually, but having that oil on there, it really didn't get dirty. Fantastic. So here's some kiln dried wood, vacuum kiln dried. So, like ready to go, glue up ready. Oh, YouTube is all about videos, so wanted to make a more in-depth video of my small operation. As you know, I work out of 2 storage units. I don't cut wood here, but this is where the sawmill sleeps. Everything in here is walnut except these 6 cottonwood slabs. These came from my backyard, so I had to save them. Other than that, pretty much everything here is walnut. So this stack and this stack, I don't like the positioning of them. Next thing I do as far as organizing my wood, that's being disassembled and that's being disassembled. You see how much air is right there. So if I could snap my fingers, all this sawmill, be at my house, wife's car will be in front of it, so it'll be, kind of out of the way. All this stuff's off this stack, not in another stack where I have to disassemble that stack to put the slabs accordingly. All the same length slabs will be in their own piles, and I'll be able to resituate them. So that's gonna happen one day next week. It'll take an entire night. It'll start right after dinner. Probably won't be done until like 1 or 2 in the morning. So yeah, like I said, I'm gonna be disassembling all these stacks in here, and I'm gonna completely make them different. So with the wood that I currently have in here and right there, that stack should be just a lot wider, and it should have a top on it where I can continue to add. And that's not the case right now. So I really have to make that happen. And here's some cedar. I keep those for myself. Actually, I'm gonna make something out of them. A couple walnut slabs. But yeah, the reason I stack this like this is those slabs, I got these slabs before I got any of these slabs here. So whenever I put these slabs here, all the walls were filled 2 or 3 layers deep. Those go to certain customers with kilns and stuff. And then I just kept on stockpiling overflow at this location, and that's kind of how it turned out. Like, ideally, if I had all this wood all at one time, then that stack wouldn't look like this, but it does. So these will be towards the bottom. I'll have some of these towards the bottom. It'll be a wider platform. I'll be able to fit, after I situate that, I'll be able to fit all that and this stack on here. So a little ramble on the stacking of the wood in this particular unit. In this unit, there's some cedar, and this will go into my son's fort. Those sequential slabs. It's kind of cool. So I'll put that up later. Lucas Mill's here. All my camping stuff is ready. Gonna do another camp out venture. Here's a stack of walnut. Like, all this stuff would be on top of that resituated pile. There shouldn't be anything in here. This should all be clear floor space. So that's my goal, is to get all my wood in the most condensed pile I've ever made. Honestly, I don't usually make stacks that wide, but so if like I said, if I want to cut wood, I gotta get my truck ready, sawmill ready. This cut wood today, it's completely empty. No sawmill stuff. There's still a cooler with some water and stuff in it. So I'm gonna set some goals out. I want to have my truck, since I'm gonna be cutting a lot this summer, I want to have my truck like ready to go cut wood like consistently. So I'm gonna make my truck bed just a little bit more organized, where maybe on these sides have a place where my cant hooks clip in. Always keep my chains back there. One of the reasons I don't keep my truck loaded out is, one, I don't get stuff stolen, and two is you want to have a clear truck bed, to haul other stuff. Ideally, I wouldn't have anything in this truck bed, and if I'm hauling 5 or 6 slabs to a customer's house, tailgate's gonna be down. So that's the reason I don't have my truck always prepared. Toolbox takes up some room. Obviously the chainsaws need to go in the truck. I can't hold the chainsaws in my truck all the time. Just don't like to do that. But so goal would be get my truck, ready to cut wood like always, where I literally just come in here and pick up my sawmill and go. But then, I am bringing wood back with my truck a lot of the times. If I'm going out and like camping for a few nights, and there's gonna be a truck and trailer on site, and then like whenever I bring it back, I can just park the sawmill because I don't have any wood in the back of my truck, and then put the trailer filled with wood in here, and then slowly resituate it, because I have a big harvest coming up, pretty big harvest. There's like 120 trees out there. They're developing it for a property developer. So that'll be interesting. We'll see. Kind of just popped up today, and outside of that situation, I have a few other places I need to go cut some trees. So I cut cedar today. Literally, if I wouldn't have cut this up, he would have just thrown it in a burn pile this weekend. I didn't want that to happen. It wasn't the best deal. I got this cedar, a few cedar boards back there, and a few cedar boards next door. I wanted to help them out and kind of put my name in that particular area. I've been in the area twice before, just in the past couple of months. So they talk and kind of give me a good reference and recommendations to their neighbors to put me on more trees that are being pushed over. So a few saplings today, walnut saplings, great shape. I got like 100 saplings in my backyard. I'm gonna plant them this fall. I'm actually planning to keep a few of them, and I'm gonna transplant them into bigger pots. But we'll talk about walnuts. There's 5,000 walnuts up there. It doesn't look like that, but there's these containers up there on top of the unit, and I actually counted the walnuts. I counted 1,000 walnuts 5 different times, and I put them in containers, and I guess that's what will be my increments. Somebody coming in. He comes here every night. Lights just turned off. And another reason I don't like this stack is I keep hearing some sounds. So it's not gonna fall, but I don't like it. Come buy that slab for me. Absolutely beautiful. So no particular thing I want to talk about. Just talking about wood, processing wood, no machines, no machines handling material, just manual labor. Always paint my ends. So that's how I like to keep my stacks and buells. These are just small charcuterie boards. These will be for December of this year. Beautiful cut, $100. So I got some tabletop slabs in the vacuum kiln right now. I need to go get them in 5 days. So that means this Lucas mill and these rails need to go somewhere. I haven't had this Lucas mill here for a few months. It's been at my buddy's shop just because I cut a bunch of wood over there. I wanted to get it out of there for the next month or so because I do have a big walnut situation I need to process, and I wanted my mill here so I can get it ready for that procurement. So this entire trailer will be empty, but where you're gonna put a 20-foot rail in this place, you can put it along the edge right here, and that prevents you from standing slabs up, or it's just a really tight squeeze, no walking distance. And other neighbors here. It's my actual, using that unit down there. He's here every night. So where do I put that? I think I'm going to put a bracket and hold those 20-foot rails. And the Lucas mill, I can just wheel in right here for temporary and pull it out where I want, or I can just stash it back there. But yeah, that's what's going on. Wood by Wicks. Thank you so much for subscribing. I'll be back next time, and hopefully the units look a little bit different. I just want them to, so I did the math. If I completely stick with this unit from front to back, no hollow space, I'm talking about buells lined up like this, I can fit 51,000 board feet in each one of these units. So I got more space to fill. God bless you guys. Thank you so much. Thumbs up.